Park by the old replica bridge next to the forestry museum. So naturally a great place to look at the black cottonwood tree. You'll also see in the book there's balsam poplar. It's a very similar tree species but found more to the north, whereas black cottonwood is found very commonly in the southern part of our region in BC, often on floodplains, moist rich sites. But not exclusively to floodplains, but you will see extensive stands of them in areas like Cottonwood Island Park along the river. So this is along the Nechako River on the floodplains. So on the older bark, it's very distinguishable. It gets deep furrows, especially on the really large individuals. And if you look up the tree, the younger bark is much smoother, almost more similar to aspen, and the two can be mistaken on an individual like this where it's only furrowed at the base. Aspen can get that as well, and then it's still quite smooth, but this is definitely a cottonwood. And I'll go back to the other tree so we can look at some more characteristics to help you know why. So cottonwood have fairly large leaves. They're thick and kind of oval with a rounded heart-shaped base. If you were confused with aspen, aspen has much more rounded heart-shaped leaves. The cottonwood have much more oblong, larger leaves. The petiole is rounded. On an aspen, the petiole is flat. So I have some aspen leaves in my hand here. So you can see much more rounded, and aspen have a flat petiole. So if you try to roll the leaf in your fingers, it doesn't roll easily because the petiole is flat. And that's actually what makes it trembling for trembling aspen. Another important characteristic on cottonwood are the big sticky buds. I've taken some pictures of them that I'll have posted. I'm having troubles getting my camera to focus. There we go. So pointed, red colored sticky buds. You'll really notice these in the spring when the buds flush or open up and the bud scales, which is the outer coating of the bud, fall to the ground. If you come down to Cottonwood Island Park, there'll be these orange sticky things everywhere, and those are the scales of the buds. Used for different medicinal purposes. You can make, I think people make like a salve, I'm not really sure, but one to research if you're interested. So the leaves and the buds are quite distinct from trembling aspen. So they're both in the poplar family, but different species, or both poplar genus, sorry. So the Populus. Can't see any of the reproductive structures on the ground here right now. It's a bit late in the season. It's the middle of August. So the fluff already flew on the trees, which carries the seeds. But I've taken some photos of it that I'll post with the videos online. So that's the cottonwood, and compare here again to the trembling aspen, where the bark is more white, less furrowed. Leaves are smaller, rounded, and have smaller pointy buds that aren't sticky like the black cottonwood.